years ago, on top of a hill, was a mansion with a summer camp down the hill. There was a mother and her child living in the mansion. The child always wanted to go down to play in the lake with the kids in the summer camp. One day his mother let him go down the lake and play with the other kids, and he was ecstatic that she would finally let him leave. He ran down the lake and found a group of kids to talk and play with. They all looked up at him and smirked. They asked him if he wanted to swim, and he said yes. In a very loud voice, when they got into the water, one of the kids held the child's head underwater for a very long time. When he pulled the kid's head back, he was dead. The child was left in the lake, and while they ran back to the shore, but the kid opened one eye, gleaming a yellow light. He grabbed the kid's neck and choked him. He then killed every other kid there, and he went back to his mansion. Where he got there, he killed his mother with his own dagger and has lived in the mansion ever since. He put on a jacket and old dark mask and called himself the Shadow.
Tweet, tweet, the birds sang. It was a sunny day outside with the kids running around and playing on the playground, with birds chirping and the blades of grass flying under their shoes, which was a very light green color. Everything was calm. It was the end of the last day of school, and Aaron, Percy, Marina, and Olivia were hanging out on the basketball court. Percy looks at everyone and says, "So did anybody else's parents sign them up for Blue Lake summer camp?" They all nod, and Aaron says, "Why are we going to summer camp again?" Olivia looks up from her books and says, "My parents said it would be a good bonding experience or something like that." Marina says, "Isn't that the camp where the kids got killed by that shadow thing?" Aaron starts to die in laughter and says, "You really buy into that dumb stuff?" Marina punched him in the arm and said, "It was on the newspaper, so yes, I do believe in it." Percy looks at his phone and says, "Well, if we're gonna make it there by tomorrow, then we better get home and start packing." Soon everyone agreed, and they all went home and started packing up. When the next day came around, a bus showed up at each of their houses and started picking everyone up one by one. When they got to the camp, they saw a mansion on a hill with chain gates with the
clouds above it. It looking darker than all of the other clouds in the whole camp. Percy says, "Note to self, don't go up to that mansion." Everyone starts to start laughing until the bus stops, and the camp director came onto the bus and starts assigning people to their cabins. Luckily, Percy, Aaron, Olivia, and Marina were all put into the same cabin. Aaron kicks open to the door because he thought he would look cool. After that, they see the cabin are all worn down from all the campers that have been here in the past, with the bed sheets stained and greasy stains on the wall, with creaky floors and cracked floorboards. It was just disgusting. We're gonna sleep on this dump cabin," Marina said with a disgusting tone. Olivia said, "Come on, it's not that bad." Percy looked at her and said, "Not that bad? There's spider webs on top of spider webs. So, what's wrong about that? That it's just show how nature made the spider to hunt," said Olivia. Marina spoke up and said, "Okay, first of all, spiders are gross. Second of all, let's just drop our stuff and go to the camp party in the main cabin." Aaron said, "There's a party in the main cabin?" Percy said, "Yeah, and I don't think we wanna be late, so let's start getting ready." After they all got ready, they all headed to the cafeteria. They sat down next to a big group of kids. One group looked up at them
and says, "So you guys want to go sneak out and go to the mansion on the hill?" Olivia said, "There's a mansion on this dump?" One kid said, "Yeah, but no one dares to go there." Aaron says with a big smile on his face, "Why, it's not like Bloody Mary's hiding in there." A kid shouts out, "No, something even worse than Bloody Mary's there." Percy says, "What, the boogeyman?" The kid looks up at them, says, "No, the shadow." Marina shouts out, "Okay, look, if we go to the stupid mansion, will you stop bugging us about it?" She was always the scared one in the group. Aaron says, "Race you guys to the mansion of the boogeyman." After that, they all got out of their seats and ran towards the mansion. Percy and Marina get over the gate fine, but Aaron has to go help Olivia get over. Then they all dashed straight to the door. Marina looked up at the door and said, "I don't think we should be here." Aaron looked at her with a smile on his face and says, "Well, we're already here. Anyways, it's too late to go back now." Percy runs to the door and kicks it down. "See, Aaron, you're not the only one who can look cool," said Percy with a smug on his face. Aaron rolls his eyes. Olivia looks up at the whole mansion before she goes inside with its smell of barf and the roof with holes in it with a rugged old stained carpet outside.
The door, different paints going down the wall. At least she thought it was paint. Aaron pulled her and Marina in always, even though they were both obviously scared. They all decided to split up. Percy found some weird-looking dagger in one room. Marina found a map in another, until they both heard Olivia and Aaron screaming, and then it stopped. Suddenly, Percy and Marina quickly ran into the room where they went. Olivia was on the ground with a knife in her chest, with a dark mark growing slowly, and Aaron hanging from a chain. In one of the closets was another dark mark growing around his neck. Marina broke down in tears, and Percy started crying too, but grabbed her arm. "Look, we gotta get out of here, fast." Marina nodded and they ran for the door. But a dark figure appeared and blocked their path. It was a shadow, and he knocked Marina down and was about to stab
her with the same knife he killed Olivia with. Percy acted fast and grabbed the dagger out of his pocket and stabbed it in his chest. He slowly started to disintegrate into dust with yellow lights coming out of his body. After being stabbed, Percy looked at her with a smile and said, "You owe me big time." They hear someone scream, "Percy." Then they quickly run back to the room where Aaron and Olivia were, and they were both standing up, alive and well. Marina quickly ran to Aaron and gave him a big hug. Aaron said, "Okay, I missed you too, but I'm trying to breathe again. Thank you very much." Olivia ran to Percy and hugged him too. Percy looked at their marks. They were still there, but faded. They quickly ran back to the camp and grabbed their stuff and asked to go back on the bus. The camp counselors agreed, and on the bus ride home, they looked into the lake and saw the shadow rising out of the lake again.